My name is Albert Pinkney. I'm 15 years old. I currently go to a private school down in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm in the 9th grade. I have sickle cell SS and asthma as well.
Albert, why are you here? Why are you here in Gainesville? What brought you to Gainesville?
The main reason that brought me to Gainesville was some very serious sickle cell crisis in my back and in my legs.
Is this a pretty common thing that you experience quite regularly with your sickle cell?
For the past month or so, I have been experiencing a lot of sickle cell pain, probably due to a lot of the weather change that does play a lot with how much I get hospitalized and how much the sickle cell affects me. The weather definitely takes a toll on my life.
Okay, and when you say you have sickle cell pain, for people who don't know what that is, what would you compare that to?
It can be anything from a stabbing sharp pain to a throbbing constant pain lingering all through the day, or even for 15 to 20 minutes.
Is there any one particular thing you do that brings on these sickle cell crises?
I would definitely say playing in the sun without being dehydrated. And by dehydrated, I mean like if you're playing like football or basketball and you don't stop to take a breather, or like in my situation I have asthma as well as my sickle cell, so I have to make sure I have my inhalers, drinking plenty of fluids like water and Gatorade, you know, stuff like that.
This last time you're in the hospital now, how long have you been in the hospital?
This last time I've been in since the 15th, which is now the 22nd, so I've been in about 7 days, but prior to this I was in for another 6 days.
Now where was that at? Was that home?
Yeah, it was back home where I'm from, Daytona Beach. Yeah, school is definitely another major thing that I battle with, from missing schoolwork to even being able to just hang out with friends. My teachers are somewhat understanding. Sometimes they don't completely understand what it's like for me to go through crises, especially if it happens at school. Sometimes they think, you know, like everybody else, you just want to get out of class or make up excuses, but it's definitely been challenging for us and for them to try to relate to my situation, but they do handle it as best as they can.
And what are your grades like? Are you falling behind in your academics? Are you able to stay on task?
You know, amazingly, I do manage to keep all A or at least 1B average, so I do keep up with my grades. I just have to do like a good friend of mine and make sure I do everything in advance. That way when I am out, I have things back to fall on.
Okay, would you say that as an adolescent, your sickle cell has hindered your socialization in any way?
Yeah, back to the, you know, playing and getting dehydrated. My friends understand in some ways. You know, they do understand that I can't horseplay as much, and that does put a bummer, like if I want to play football or maybe go out for a wrestling team when I get older. But I mean, as far as everything else, I mean, basketball, baseball, I got a couple mopeds, a couple dirt bikes, so we hang out, goof around all the time. It doesn't take a serious toll in my life. I just have to make sure that I'm being extra precautious when I do ordinary things.
Are you on any kind of special diet, or can you eat what everybody else eats? What kind of things?
Well, me specifically, I'm a kind of a picky eater, so I'm not on any type of diet. You know, I just eat what everybody else eats. I do love junk food, so I do have to watch that sometimes. I want to get carried away.
You had any surgeries or any major things related to your sickle cell happen to you?
Yes, I have had a couple surgeries. I've had a spleen, gallbladder, tonsils, and adenoids all removed before the age of 16, so it is kind of challenging having all those surgeries, having to recover from them.
And how often would you say you go into a sickle crisis? Is it once a year or once every other week?
My sickle cell crises usually affect me about maybe once a month, and that's on a yearly basis. Sometimes it's twice, so up to 3 times a month. It all depends on how I'm doing and how the weather is around me. Like this year has been a pretty good year. I've only been hospitalized between 3 to 4 times this year, so I'm pretty proud of myself.
And when you come in the hospital, what kind of things do they do to like help with your pain crisis, to help you get better?
We have everything from your basic fluids to your, constant medicine pump. Gives out medicine on an hourly basis. And your oxygen, they make sure that's a big thing. Like with the asthma, they make sure that I'm always constantly taking deep breaths and, being careful about that. But I mean, I still got my chips and my sodas and stuff, so I still, joke around with everybody else. But, the only thing that I don't like is diabetes. They got me with 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, and while I was in here, I did experience a couple blood transfusions. That is when they give me new blood, same type from a different donor, and it does help me. It energizes me and builds up my regular blood cell count so that the sickle cell count isn't as low.
Okay, Albert, we're just going to ask your grandmother, how has she been dealing with your sickle cell your whole life? And
well, from grandmother's point of view, it always been an impact on my life because I only see him as my grandson. I see him as my son too, because he is my baby and I always love him, always there, every inch and every step of the way. And it is devastating because I don't know how the pain is, because I don't have the pain, because I know when he have a pain, it's painful for me. Because it's coming from the heart, because it's love. Because anything he have a pain, or any kind of think he have a pain, we's in a hospital. Because you never know. I wish I could take some of that pain from him. I wish I could bear the pain. Because it's just a painful situation. And it's just such an impact on all our lives, because we want to be there for him. And I'm there, I'm right here, right now, and I'm going to always be there for him. And because of the love I have for him. And I love you, Abby.
Yeah, love you too,
as Grandma.
Yes, family is one of the major support lines that I do like to hang on, whether I'm in surgery or if I'm even in a lot of pain and I don't feel like I'm going to make it sometimes. I do think about how my family supports and cares and always there in my corner, whether I'm just waking up or whether I'm finna go to sleep. Family's always played a major part in my life, and I just thank them for that.
And prayer. We always at the altar and we stay in prayer. Prayer is the answer. Prayer is the key. So we thank you.